Meow. Hello everyone, my name is SwingPoynt and welcome to the game called The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. I saw this game on Itch.io and it caught my attention due to the art style and due to the description that it has, where two strangers sit in a car and they just start to kind of lose track of what's going on around them, and they just start talking about things in life. And you guys know I'm really into like story / sappy type stuff. I don't even know if this is really gonna be sappy, we'll see, but like stuff that makes you think. That's what I'm really into. And I think this game is gonna be perfect for it. And I heard it's not too long and there's like 6 different endings. So let's just see what these guys have to say. Whose eyes will you see the road through? Yeah, so you can play as the male or the female. I don't know if this is gonna be too long to do both, but let's start off as the guy, I guess? Gun it! Okay. I put the pedal on the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out onto the lane. The car swerves, but it really doesn't matter. No one else out here as far as the eyes can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it is gone. And then, it's just us and the long road. Yeah, these guys don't know where they're going, I guess. They're just driving. I don't know what inspired such a turn of events, but they're just going. The world outside in the windows passes us by in abstract, like the whole world is given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. Awkward. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of a power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? Why wouldn't it be? It's a window. It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves in a moving car. Oh, so is this like a... Is this like an apocalypse thing? Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. Okay. So, I guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but... what's your name anyway? Oh god, they don't even know each other. Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's, what's her name? Her name's gonna be Shelby. Her name can be Shaniqua. 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 I actually met a Shaniqua at a Walmart once. I was like, oh my god, your name actually exists, because I always say Shaniqua. And I actually met a Shaniqua. I was so happy. I don't know how you spell it, if it's like there's more Shani, like there's more E's in it. I don't know. Either way, that's how I spelled it, Shaniqua. Well, it's nice to officially meet you then. My name is Dustin. Whatever, my name's gonna be Swing Bob. Swing Bob. Okay. And you can tell who's talking based on like the pitch of the da-da-da. The higher one is the lady, the lower one is the guy. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over a series of potholes, but then the road smooths again. I'll be really interested to see this all from Shaniqua's perspective as well. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm brewing far off into the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Wow, that's the first time she actually started a conversation. I guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scruffy drifter. Not so sure she wants to hear that. Dodge the question, bend the truth. Oh god. Neither of these are that great, but bend the truth. I was moving cross country. Then everything went south. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Well, yeah, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. I didn't know that this was like a zombie apocalypse or like post-apocalyptic type thing at all. Interesting. That kind of puts a different spin on it, where these guys are talking from the perspective of, we might not be here tomorrow. Really interesting. I guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. A little bit darker now, huh? Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if there was so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. Ooh, do I get to... She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not going to find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives an illusion of an actual sound. Then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though. Hey, hang on a second, go back down. I think I actually heard something. The noise phases in and out, and then something comes into auditory focus. Is that mariachi? I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails soulfully over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly pissed myself. Shanique was nearly there too. That is not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out here running this? Of all the music that would be left, man. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. Out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp, dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short a few seconds before starting up again. Wait, isn't the same song again? Ugh, it's probably on an endless loop. Because why wouldn't it be? Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. The undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie'd even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days? I don't know, I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly? Well, maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So what are you into anyway? Music-wise, I really like Alanis Morissette, top 40s hits, that sort of thing. You. Don't tell me it's baby metal. My God, this music. Will you judge me if I say that I actually haven't heard of them? No, I think that might be for the best. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into some Stones or Marley or something, but you probably actually judge me for this. Try me. ABBA. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. Look at his face. It's a nice sound, though. I'm not going to be poetic and say that it sounds like a music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Told you. Oh, no, it's fine. The music's catchy. Is that the... Here we go again. My. Is that them? Yeah, I think that's ABBA, isn't it? I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Oh, God. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right way to answer that question, except for that one. I'm 22. Shit. God, that's so young. How old are you? She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. What was I doing when I was 22? YouTube. I wonder if she's even been to school. That young and the whole damn world's crashing down around her. Try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my fingers grip harder into the wheel. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. All right, enough of you. Oh, thank God. It's probably gonna get a little more somber now. I reach down and turn down the volume. A sharp left, the radio blissfully goes silent. Farewell, wailing man. Now it's just us again. At least we kind of got an icebreaker in there. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What, zombies? Yeah, I play zombie games all the time. It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer. Ignoring me, huh? Sore topic? I think ignoring sounds a little more brash than sore topic. Guess she doesn't want to talk about it. Can't say I blame her. I'm a bit surprised we still have light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky has just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. Kinda fitting for the end of the world. Huh. So you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well... What do you like to do, or what did you do before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I wake up, shower, go to work. Have a lunch break, go back to work. Get off work, eat dinner, watch TV or something for a few minutes before passing out. Then the whole thing would start all over in the morning. That was about it. I guess that's most people's story. It's tough out there. Well, it was tough, probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? Work your damn tail off, and everything goes to pot anyway. You just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? It's probably like the exact wrong thing to say to somebody who just confessed how they never did anything with their life. Maybe not. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Wow, it sure is lofty. That sounds real cliche. Not really, it sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sorta lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. It's interesting way to think about it, phrase it. Is that why people try to keep themselves busy? Try to keep themselves from, I mean, maybe he's talking from the perspective of, if you're not doing something, you kind of get lost in your own thoughts. I don't know. Or maybe he's just talking about finding work, I don't know. Got to the point, I used to just wish I could take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, huh? Didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's pressing her gut a lot. Ooh. I wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way. I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably should have looked for some more bags of that ginger stuff. Ask if she's nauseous? Nauseous, comment on her hand. I think if I ask if she's nauseous, she'll say no. What about her hand? You okay there? I point toward her stomach with the back of my hand. Huh? Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little bit better, but, I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but... Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. What'd you get bit? I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but... Gastric distress is a bit beyond me. Oh, she's got the fartsies. Never mind. You think we should stop and rest? Like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Right, the fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days, anyway, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onward it is, then. You ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? Didn't I used to? Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stopped to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I tell you that. We're here, and that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. I think about that sometimes with YouTube. Not necessarily like, why am I still alive, but like, there are just some incredibly generous people within this community. And a lot of what I thought about right in the beginning of all this is like, why? Of all the people that are on YouTube, of all the people out there, why am I the one that is able to enjoy having a community here? Why am I the one that is able to do this YouTube thing, enjoy what I like doing? Why, and like, in terms of the lottery, I don't think I got it that bad. Considering there's way worse things I could be dealing with, I'd say I'm pretty lucky. And a lot of it's just because of how generous so many of you are. And like he's saying, like, if you start thinking about that a lot, you kind of have two paths you can take. The initial path I took was, why? Why me? Like, why is everyone so nice? Like, what did I do to deserve it? Like, I get that I work hard on this YouTube stuff, but God, there's a lot of people that do. Why here? And, well, like he's saying, that is kind of dangerous, because you know what that does? That makes you feel like a piece of shit. Because you're like, man, there's people that deserve better than me. And like I said, it brings you down, and what that does, it's kind of like a, what do you call it, a self-fulfilling prophecy, where like it brings you down, so you start acting more down, and then that chases the people away that are nice to begin with, instead of just taking their generosity at face value for what it is. And then I started to kind of take a different approach, where it's like, I don't get it, and I don't care that I don't get it. I'm just grateful that you guys are here, that I get to do this. And how long will I be SwingPoynt? I don't know, but I'll always be grateful that I was. And I cherish it, and I think it's the coolest thing, and I'll be able to look back. Who knows how many years into the future, however long YouTube's around, I'll be able to look back at these memories, this video here, other videos in the past, and it's because of you. You made it possible. And again, I've been coming up on like a year of doing this YouTube thing full time, and I think that's pretty damn sensational. So thank you for making this all possible. It's so cool. But like you said, if you wonder why, it can actually kind of be a bad thing, because you sit there and think that other people deserve it more, and you look at yourself and you just criticize yourself. I don't know. A little bit of introspective onto SwingPoynt's brain. Sure, I'll save right here. Why not? Return. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that when we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working, kept on, like everything was fine. Oh, wait. Wait, how long are you into this? It sounded like you were in this for 3 days. Maybe you only met 3 days ago? I just assumed you met at the beginning of everything. Maybe the apocalypse has been going on for a while. And then... Listen. You don't gotta answer if you don't want to, but... Your old man. What happened? My dad? So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him nearby the liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of the town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. It's pretty pathetic, right? But so was my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Great, now I feel like I want to puke. Hey. Please don't say things like that, Shaniqua. One of us has to keep this up. Rest hand on hers, let her be. Let's try to bond a little bit. I slide my right hand off the wheel. Aww. Her hand is resting by her leg near the center console, so I reach over. Her hand jerks when I touch it, but she doesn't pull away. Wow. Her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe it's because the window's open. Maybe it's because she's sick. Really wish I knew more about this medical shit right now. Actually, if she had a fever, wouldn't she be hotter? A chill like that can't be normal. It's not even cold in here. But we're still here, just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. It's kind of cheesy, isn't it, huh? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, it must be hard, losing someone that was close to you. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast, I'm still trying to get to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much, there's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged, no one I care about has been around for a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out there like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Just as she starts talking, the engine gives an unsettling sort of rumble and my heart jumps. It sputters a few times and the whole chassis lurches. With the pitiful clattering, the engine stalls out, and the car can't do anything but coast. Crap. I noticed the fuel light click on minutes ago, but I guess I just wanted to think we had more time. The car rolls down the pavement until it can't anymore, and we amble to a stop. I really thought the gas would last a little bit longer than that. Bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? God, if I wasn't hoping for the latter. We bought this car used after all. It's cost efficient, but not so much fuel efficient. Wonder how far the next gas station is. It'd be nice if there were some signs around here or something. Can't believe we've gone this long without seeing any. I haven't seen anything for miles. Even without people, without lights, I can't see how this could be. Like civilization just packed up, left the moment everything started to crumble, leaving not a trace behind. Even if there were, it's not like we could have seen them. It's gotten so dark without the streetlights. Hey, how fast do you think we can run? I don't want to run anymore. About average, I guess? Do you reckon we should? Her hand touches down to her stomach again. She felt so damn cold. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point. Not much of a point to anything, not anymore. Maybe not. It's too damn dark anyhow. In all likelihood, one of us would probably trip and fall. Be pretty sad to make it this far just to die from a busted up face. Please just smile. Yeah, it would. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until the sun rises. I stare out the window. The sky's clouded, but if I squint, I can see faint lights in the velvet. The breeze through the open window is quiet and clean. Guess we're crashing here tonight then, huh? In more ways than one. Could be worse anyway. At least the air smells nice. Yeah. I sink back into my seat. I search around for the lever on the side so I can adjust the angle, but even when I yank on it, the damn thing won't budge. Used car, right. I try to get as comfy as I can. I only hope that she can too. It's gonna be a long night. Well, good night then. It's so dark now. It's not much different when I shut my eyes. I breathe in and out and wait for sleep. I hope we see the morning. A lot longer than I was expecting just for one perspective. We'll have to do another episode where we check out the perspective of the girl. Huh. That's cool. I like that. Huh. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what the point was. And I think one thing I've really been starting to appreciate more with games that kind of talk about real life is that there isn't always a point. I think the main point I got out of it was that As long as you're still here, you gotta keep going, right? Because it could be worse, but you're still going. I don't know. I don't know. I liked it, though. I hope you liked it, too. If you liked it, go ahead and let me know by leaving a like. If you want to see more, you want to see the female's perspective, Shaniqua, go ahead and let me know. It'll be interesting to hear what's actually going on with her. Because we definitely didn't learn everything. And there's also, like, a bunch of different endings of this game, apparently. Like, maybe based on how we interacted with her, we would get different endings. But this episode's already running on a bit long. So, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. I really enjoy doing things like this that, you know, I don't really know what we're getting ourselves into. But they turn out to be really cool. So, thank you. You're amazing. And I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.